Turmeric is an easy to get, inexpensive superfood that I would love to help more people eat. And this recipe is part of my mission to do that. Now, the worst part of making this drink is that you may stain your nails, right? It may look like I have some hepatitis going on because my hands are all yellow from scrubbing the peel off the outside of the turmeric. Other than that, this recipe is very easy to make. As a matter of fact, we're going to make enough that we can keep it in the fridge and we'll have it for the next 3 or 4 days. It keeps really well because it has lemon in it, so it's a natural preservative. Now, I am using a base of coconut water. The reason I'm going to use a base of coconut water for this recipe is because it has the perfect balance of sugar, salt, and liquid that we do in our bloodstream, which I think makes it a great carrier for the foods that we're trying to supply the body. In this case, turmeric. Also ginger and lemon, which is highly alkalizing within the body. I know that doesn't make any sense because it's an acid, right? But it actually binds to acids and leaves an alkaline ash in the body. So the overall transaction when you eat citrus fruits, like lemon and lime, however, not sweet citrus fruits like sweet grapefruit, orange, tangerine, those have enough sugar that they are slightly acidic in the body. So we're going to load you up with lemon, ginger, turmeric, cayenne, and we're going to sweeten that with a little bit of honey. If you don't have young coconuts, just go ahead and use filtered water. Just use some spring water and it will be fine. What this is going to taste like is sort of a sweet, spicy lemonade. So let's get started. Again, I have 4 cups of coconut water, but you could just use regular water. And I have that here in the juicer ready to rock. And we have the juicer on. I have a centrifugal juicer here today, so I have a towel over it in case it sprays any of that beautiful color everywhere. So we're just gonna go ahead and fire this right on up. And we're gonna put our roots in first and then our lemons. Okay. Now you'll notice I put the root vegetables in first and then I added the lemon. Now there's a reason for that. When there's a centrifugal juicer, we're not going to get as much out of those roots as we could with something like, the angel or the Norwalk, where we're just going to press the fiber of those plants and we're going to get every last little bit of nutrient out of it. Since we don't have the benefit of those very high-end juicers, we're going to use the lemons to rinse out any and all of the ginger and turmeric that might have been hanging out in the blade of the centrifugal juicer. Okay, so now we have what will be the body of our lemonade, our very, very, very healthy lemonade. Now we're gonna make it spicy. If for some reason your system does not handle spice well, you can go ahead and omit this cayenne altogether. I love to add the cayenne because it really mixes things up and it really helps break things up in the body, which is great, right? Because something that turmeric is amazing at, and the reason that it really helps fight diseases like arthritis and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's is because it helps to break up amyloid plaque. Now, amyloid plaque is just, you can kind of think of it as a bunch of protein hanging out where it shouldn't hang out. It's got too much going on. They started a little party somewhere. So you kind of get this sort of build up like a plaque, just like plaque on your teeth, and it helps to break all that up, and that's why it helps arthritis, right? Anything kind of crystallizing in your joints starts to be painful, right? So this, you can Google it. I mean, if you can go for days learning about the amazing benefits of turmeric. The point is, get it in your diet. If you're thinking that you're not cooking with it now, you might be already. If you're using anything that has curry in it, curry gets its beautiful color from turmeric, so you may already be using it a little bit, but unless you're really loving the Indian foods, the Thai curries, the Japanese curries, you might not be getting any turmeric in your diet at all. And the fresh turmeric that I'm using here, you may see it in your store under the name curcumin. It is the root of the curcumin plant, but it's turmeric. It's the same as the powdered turmeric that you see. If you don't have access to fresh curcumin root, to fresh turmeric, just go ahead and get the organic version of the dried variety. It's gonna give you the same benefits. I just like using fresh whenever I can get it because I'm a raw food chef. I love to do that. Anything that's been less processed, I love it. Now look at that beautiful color of this. Does that just scream delicious phytonutrients I probably don't get every day? I mean, look at that, it's gorgeous. And we can store this in the fridge just like this. And what I would love to know that you are doing is having a glass of this each and every day, just to keep your joints happy and healthy, keep all that scary Alzheimer's away so that you remember my name and you remember all the delicious things that we're eating here together. And just give that a try. Now, for me, I like it spicy, so I added a full 4-inch piece of ginger. You might want to slide back on that a little bit. Start with a 2-inch piece, maybe a 3-inch piece if you're adventurous, and move on up to the 4-inch piece of ginger if you really love it. So let me give this a try. Actually, I don't want yellow lips, so I'm going to use a straw. Perfect, that's just the way I like it. Now here, I was using raw honey as a sweetener. If you are sugar sensitive, if you're fighting any sort of yeast in your body, you can not sweeten it at all if you like a really tart drink, or you can use the Lakanto sweetener. That is an all-natural sweetener that won't mess with your glycemic index, and yeast doesn't like it, so it's a great way. It's big with the Body Ecology Diet. That's a great book to get if you want to learn more about that sweetener. But this is the turmeric tonic. This is something I would love to know that we are all drinking each and every day. Here's to you.